Doherty Show!
What it do, guys? It's your boy Derek motherfucking Doherty on the mic tonight. We got a lot of shit we're gonna go over today. We're gonna talk about this super fucking Earth that's not too far away from us. Actually, it's fucking far. There's a glow-red dark shark. There's these two new trailers that we're gonna talk about. Some movies that are coming out. AB's being a little bitch, and we're going to talk about that, and we're going to talk about these rookie quarterbacks and young quarterbacks that are just destroying the game right now. And last but not least, we're going to go over those injuries that have occurred this weekend. So, yeah, stay tuned. There is a new species of tiny sharks that glow in the dark. The American pocket shark secretes a bioluminescent fluid it uses to attract unassuming prey. So pretty much what it does, it just puts out this light and all its fucking food just comes to it. It's pretty dope. I wish I could just do that. I'm gonna put a fucking light outside my door and Taco Bell just comes to my crib.
That'd be dope.
Hell yeah, dude. Yeah. Like a certain light, kind of like a Batman call, you know, but it's for food.
Yeah. Called DoorDash.
Sharks.
Yeah, but I don't have to do anything, and I don't have to pay for it. They just do it for free. I just put a light out there like Batman. He just goes and saves the city for free, no charge.
You just slides through with the food.
That sounds
no
more
charge.
More like the delivery man brings food here and you eat the delivery guy.
His name is Munchie Man.
I could sense you were stoned and needed food.
Oh, you did? You came to the right place. I am stoned out my mind.
Here were chalupas.
Chalupas galore. With a side of apple pie.
Oh. Okay.
Or some pumpkin spice. I've been craving some pumpkin spice.
Yeah, that's because you're on some whitish.
Shouldn't I be some basic?
That's only basic whitish.
Like pumpkin spice
I'm not talking about
Yes, you do, you basic bitch.
Yeah, I like pumpkin spice.
Right?
I
He's obsessed with pumpkin.
Listen, I was at work, and I was working with this white chick, and I was talking about how basic she was, because she was drinking this like every single fucking day during the fall and shit. And then she brought me one. And it was one of the most delicious things I've ever tasted in my life, dude. I loved it. I'm not gonna lie.
You guys ever realize that
But I low-key hate on it. So
the most loved things in life are also the most shit talk things?
Yeah.
The most loved things in life are the most shit talk things. The things that your average person cares about the most, it's like 5 out of 5 people don't like this thing. But then as soon as they try it, they're like, well, fuck. You know, it's like being 25 and watching the Powerpuff Girls. It's like, you kind of enjoy it, but people are going to talk shit.
Your taste buds also change over time, too.
True.
No, if you've ever tasted pumpkin spice, I'd say most people just think it's... I guess it depends on where.
I mean, it's overused sometimes.
How is it overused? It's only out like
it's
3 months of the year.
That is true.
But for 3 months, like every single day, everyone's sending it to you. You go to fucking Dunkin' Donuts,
dude, everyone's there
Starbucks,
spice every single day.
Actually,
the grocery store.
Not even 3 months, maybe 2 months.
No, 3. October, November, December.
No, December isn't really pumpkin.
I think it's
that's
December.
peppermint.
Yeah, that's peppermint, man. It's definitely peppermint.
But I feel like even like the couple weeks into December, pumpkin spice is still around because the season's there.
You know what sucks? Peppermint. I'm pretty sure you can find peppermint all times of the year though, just because it's a taste. But pumpkin spice is just super seasonal.
Yeah, and
it's upsetting.
Like, pumpkin spice is way better than peppermint.
It is definitely because peppermint is like a form of obviously mint, and mint is just always there.
Yeah.
But no, pumpkin spice is not overused.
It is, but back to what I was saying originally. Like that's crazy how you can just it brings all its food to it. If I can have all my food just brought to me and I don't have to pay for it, I'd love that.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
The luxury in life to have that.
Well,
you wouldn't like that, bro? You wouldn't like it just chilling at home? You're like, man.
Munchie Man. You know what? I kind of want Munchie Man to come over.
I want some Oreos.
I would like it. Yeah, I would like it at first, but at the same time, it's like then I'd start to feel like a real lazy fuck.
But that's the best point.
Why would you be lazy? You can still be active, going to the gym. And
that doesn't mean you're just lazy towards your food.
What, you just got out of the gym? You want a shake? Protein shake?
Munchie Man.
Yeah, but eventually that kind of service changes you. You start becoming a different
Obviously,
person.
you'd be a fucking legend, man.
Because you'd have Munchie Man. Come on now.
You would never, like, the convenience.
Yeah.
Every
I can
single-
imagine a lot more people would be fat as fuck, though.
No.
Yeah.
You can order healthy
You can have
shit.
some
Every
more
single
time.
day after the gym,
Who's gonna
you get a
order
protein
healthy shit?
shake.
Yeah, but I'm just saying for the fat people,
They'll die off. Like,
Darwinism's gonna hit those fuckers right on the stomach.
boom. There you go. Hey, you shut your mouth. You shut your mouth. I got a new dog, guys, by the way. Anyways. Yeah. So, guys, there is some crazy shit going down in history. There is now a super Earth, and it's only 110 light years away from us. So, if we ever run out of all the resources here from global warming and all the bullshit that we do to this Earth, and we destroy this one, we can go and find another one and destroy that one.
110 light years.
It's 110 light years. No big deal.
It would take us forever.
If I know that this Earth is fucked and we're all gonna die,
It'd take us forever.
I would travel there and just hopefully risk it for the biscuit. But anyways, scientists have for the first time found a planet outside of our solar system that's home to water. It's habitable. It's 110 light years away, and it's twice the size of Earth and 8 times its mass. It's called K2-18b. It also has an atmosphere and the correct temperature range for living things to exist there. It's pretty crazy. It's closer to its star than the Earth is to the Sun, meaning it has shorter years, completing its orbit in just 33 days, while ours takes 365. So when you're on that planet, time's gonna go by quick.
I wouldn't say time goes by quick. I'd just say that the day is a little different.
Yeah, we had different.
Days are
We would have to
longer.
adjust our calendars like majorly.
You know that time is affected by gravity, right?
What do you mean?
Time is affected by gravity
Sure,
because gravity bends time.
correct.
How do you know this?
I mean, I haven't studied it. If that's what you're asking.
I know you haven't. Shit. I'm just saying, like, if the mass of this planet is 8 times Earth, maybe the gravity.
This is way
Maybe
more.
gravity slows down the time, kind of like that interstellar shit.
It might be a reverse effect.
What if we go there and we get used to that gravity, kind of like how Goku does when he travels from planet to planet in Dragon Ball? What if we do that? And also we just gotten super strong. All of a sudden we come back here to Earth and it's repaired or some shit. Everyone's like, "Wow, you guys are so strong, so powerful."
I'll be honest.
But like, dude, I just got back from Earth.
Earth
Super
2.
Earth K2-18b, man. Nothing big, just lifting some weights on there, man.
Dude, you know what would be really weird? If you went to this super Earth and you found out there was like clone versions of every single person on normal Earth, but they were twice as good at you at every single thing.
Oh, that'd
Twice
piss
as
me
fast,
off.
twice as strong, twice as everything. And you're like, your clone is trying to take you out. It's like, what the fuck do you do?
I'd take him out because obviously his life is better than mine.
He's
twice as good as me.
at
So
everything.
his life lit.
He's
His
dying
life,
right away.
His life lit. So I'm gonna kill that one.
Hi, I'm Derek. Nice to meet you. Stab
Yeah.
in the fucking throat.
I'm taking your life now.
No, he's trying to
we
kill
lit.
you. You aren't trying to kill him.
Yeah, but if someone is
Let's
like,
just say, no,
look-
their lives are horrible.
What is he times better than us? Why would their lives
Just
be horrible?
genetically. Not their life isn't twice as good, but genetically they're just twice as developed as you in every single way.
So they would be lit.
fuck that
They'd be
guy.
lit
I don't
as
believe
fuck.
it. We'll put it to the test. We'll see.
Yeah, no, you're already dead. Boom. Oh yeah, we'll put it to the test. He's like, Derek 1.0 is stupid. Let me kill him.
No,
Nah.
it's not how it's gonna work. Anyways, but yes, Super Earth.
He'd be better at changing his voice than you too.
What if there were,
That's not hard though.
what if there was like a draft for this the Super
A
Earth? And-
giraffe?
Yeah, like how they have for the
With the long necks that eat things, a giraffe?
no, a giraffe.
draft.
DRAFT. Okay.
A graph?
A what?
A graph?
He said a giraffe?
I said a graph.
Nigga,
I
you
know,
said a giraffe.
He said it.
Anyways, a draft kind of like if you're, in the military. But instead, they send you away to the super Earth. And you have to report back and let us know everything that's going on there.
I would never want to do that because then it's like I get stuck on super Earth and
Who would want to do it?
try to eat a plant and it turns out to be super, super potent toxicity of the worst
What
kind.
would you eat?
I don't know.
Exactly.
I drink some of the water, find out I'm allergic to super Earth water.
Yeah, I mean, what if it's worse than Mexico's water?
I don't know if it can be that bad, but Flint, Michigan.
Flint, Michigan water.
I don't know. I feel like if I got drafted there, I feel like Trump would do because he's got that space, the space addition to the military that he's adding or whatever.
First of all, listen.
Space Force.
There's only one of two reasons Trump would draft you there.
He wouldn't draft me. I wouldn't go.
I know, but first of all, that would make you a draft dodger. But I'm just saying, you mentioned Trump, and everybody says Trump is racist.
Did you say I'd be a draft dodger? Is that what you just said?
It's giraffe dodger.
A giraffe dodger?
What, dude?
Listen.
I've never heard of that species.
A giraffe dodger? Is that too?
Yeah.
There's like an LA Dodger and the giraffe.
That'd be a person that's paid to dodge a giraffe when it's charging at you. Anyways.
Why would a giraffe charge at you?
Because you fucking try to kill its young for its skin.
Wait, why would you try and do this?
Poaching?
Oh, what?
What are you, Jimmy Johns is CEO?
What did the CEO
of Jimmy John's?
What did he?
He
giraffes?
No, he poaches exotic animals. He just goes and kills them because he thinks it's cool.
I'm gonna be honest; those animals aren't really that exotic. If there's millions of them,
there's not. There's like one or two. He kills one
I don't know
out of four.
you know how heavily? Do you know how heavily illegal it would be for him to kill it if there was one or two?
He did. He's got one on his Facebook or Twitter.
He'd be in prison.
No.
Oh yeah.
There's only one and two left in the.
There's one. It was the rhino or something like that. There's not that many rhinos. There's only like 100.
Yeah, that's not one or two.
That's not one or two.
Still heavily illegal.
Yeah.
I know, and he does it all the time. He posts it. Elephants. There was like an elephant one that he killed. Elephants are like the nicest human beings.
Yeah, you're right. They are.
Are the nicest beings on Earth.
Really? No, they're not, because I've seen elephants.
Yeah, elephants trample people, bro, like all the time on purpose.
And it's like we go to this super Earth, and the elephants are twice as strong at everything.
And twice as smart, dude. Elephants are smart, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, they're the nicest super Earth.
What if you go there
beings.
and they are the superior species, not the lion, and not us?
First of all, the lion's not the superior species.
It's the king of the goddamn jungle, but now it's the elephant. The elephant is the king of the jungle now.
No, the elephant's always been able to beat the lion, but the lion's the king of the jungle because it's a predator.
Yes.
Yeah, and I just...
The elephant's
he's not hearing what I'm saying. What if the king of the jungle now...
The liger is the king of the jungle.
No, it's going to be the elephant now.
The elephant.
So you're saying the elephant turns into a carnivore?
Exactly.
Guess what a lion can't beat? A rhino.
Yeah.
A hippo.
Yeah.
An elephant.
Yeah.
Oh, but it's the king of the jungle. I mean, they can't beat a bear either.
It could take them down. It could take.
How do you know this?
I've seen lions kill.
A pack of lions.
Yeah.
Maybe a pack.
That's how they hunt.
Not
you're
one.
You're never gonna see a lion attack a thing by itself ever.
I've seen that. I've seen it all the time. You're thinking of hyenas. You're thinking of hyenas.
No, lions hunt in packs, bro.
They can, but at the same time, and you're also probably thinking of wolves. I've seen it all the time. A gazelle, a lion. Yeah, look, hey, 15 of us. Let's have a mandingo party on this little white ass gazelle.
There's a lot of gazelles.
It's Giselle. I made you say
I know, but you said Gwizzelle, so
hey, Giselle.
I went with it. You had Gwizzelle.
Like Tom Brady's wife.
Oh! Danny would be so mad at you right now.
No, he wouldn't, because he wants to fuck Tom Brady, not his wife.
That's true.
Yep.
So, there's some new trailers that are out and available to watch. A couple of them we're going to talk about is Bad Boys for Life and Cruella DeVille. So Bad Boy for Life, man, they coming back. Bad boys, what you want, what you gonna do?
I don't know how to do it. I'm excited. I didn't think it was ever going to exist.
I didn't either. I'm so excited.
I know, I'm pumped.
I love Bad Boys.
Took what, 7 years between the first two, and now another 16 between the second two.
Yeah.
It's bringing back my
Too
childhood.
long.
It's been a long time.
Too long.
Hell yeah, they could have made that shit like years ago.
When
There's
it
a
was
lot of
poppin',
movies
so-
that do some
yeah.
shit like that though. Like freaking Jeepers Creepers. They did some weird shit like that.
It just
like I
takes some years
remember
out.
it went from like 2001, 2003, and then they were supposed to launch in 2007. They launched in like 2017. No, 2018.
10 years later, 11 years later.
11 years after they were supposed to launch, which was already 4 years after. Like the other one, like it was crazy. But Bad Boys, man, that's exciting.
I'm pumped to see it. Will Smith and Martin Lawrence, man. I love them dudes.
I love them. They're a great pair, bro.
I swear. And they make perfect cops.
They feed off each
Matter
other,
of
too.
fact, I think I knew what I want to be for Halloween.
The cop?
Bad Boys, yeah. Be a bad boy. Also, Cruella DeVille. Guess who is in it?
Who?
Who? Tell
Emma
us more.
motherfucking Stone. Emma Stone is the new Cruella DeVille.
Yeah,
How do you
I
see
don't know.
that?
I haven't been a big Emma Stone fan since like 2017.
What
She
happened
really
in
done a whole lot.
2017?
I don't know.
She just fell off, so you're like, I don't know if she's gonna be the same.
I think
I
you
don't
just
know
made
if
up a
she's
year.
fell off. I just haven't seen her in a lot of things lately. But now she's gonna be in Zombieland 2 in the Cruella movie. Maybe she'll come back up a little bit.
She is going through a major hair transformation right now for the Cruella DeVille movie.
Which reminds me, I haven't seen the movie Easy A. That's been a long time coming.
I have.
I have to.
It's a pretty good one.
It's a really good one.
Go jack off to it. I'm just kidding.
To an easy end.
Now you're just gonna jack off to a movie.
I'm just gonna jack off in general.
This guy.
But yeah, Emma Stone's actually a really great actress. It's kind of weird. A lot of my favorite actors, I saw a lot of them start in the Superbad movie. Like back then, I didn't even know who the fuck they were, and now it's like I'm seeing them
Everywhere.
12 years later, like in everything. Michael Cera, Jonah Hill. I barely knew who Seth Rogen was. I had seen him in previous movies before that, but Emma Stone, Bill Hader, like I didn't really know who any of those actors were back when I saw the first Superbad. Well, not the first, but Superbad in general.
Aren't they coming on like a second one, like a Superbad 2 or
Probably
something?
not. I don't think Seth Rogen makes sequels. The only time I ever that I know of that I can remember at this moment, Seth Rogen doing a sequel was Neighbors 2.
Didn't he direct Ted?
No, that was Seth MacFarlane.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Seth MacFarlane.
But yeah, so I mean Emma Stone. I feel like she'll make a great Cruella DeVille because she's got that vibe about her. I think she can really nail it. Because was that her and Melissa?
I feel like she's too innocent.
No,
Emma
Stone.
Melissa
Emma Stone too innocent.
Emma Stone can play she can play a pretty malicious character.
She is very devious.
I think it's Emma Stone's voice. She has the ability to give that. Like
She's
malicious.
always been funny and sarcastic before, and I think now people are going to start to see that because I've seen other movies that she's been in, but she can be sadistic and very mischievous, man. I'm telling you.
Unpopular opinion. I'm not attracted to her though.
Oh, I think she's fine. I think she's beautiful.
I'm just not into. I think she's got like a weird pug face. Like her eyes. Like, have you ever looked at her eyes?
She's got them puppy dog eyes.
Maybe a pug, but I don't know. And you know what? I want to get back onto Bad Boys because we kind of gave Cruella way too much attention.
Way too much. Fuck Cruella.
Bad Boys
is what we're talking about.
When is that supposed to come out?
That's a very great question.
Yeah, tell us. Maybe December?
Dude.
I'm hoping December. I think I heard Christmas Day.
When is the release date for Bad Boys for Life?
Bad Boys for Life will be released in the United States of America on January 17, 2020.
That's too far.
2020. You know, I'm kind of fine with that.
It's like 4 or 5 months.
I need it in December.
Listen, man.
It does sound like a far time
That's
now.
how we can bring in the new decade.
Yeah.
Is watching something that didn't cut the sequel of the original Bad. That's
A whole decade had passed.
no. It's like the first Bad Boys. You could be like, man, that shit came out not last decade, Not the decade before that, but the decade before that.
You know what I just thought of?
What?
We should do a segment later on, like probably in December, because it's going to be going into the 2020 year, okay?
Yeah.
We need to pick an artist and our choosing who we think is the artist of the decade, because they usually give that award to one person
Artist.
every decade.
Actually,
Eminem got it last time. I wonder who's going to get it this time. Don't tell me your answers now. We're gonna talk about that in December.
Well, we should actually, right now, I want to do something like that as like a warm-up.
As a warm-up.
As a warm-up.
What do you mean?
Like, let's think of a subject right now to make of the decade.
Of the decade, let's
And we should do it every single week leading up. Like, what do you think the movie of the decade is for this decade?
The other guys.
No.
Yeah.
Not the other guys. Literally, I'm pretty sure that came out, 2010? So you mean the movie of the decade came out the very beginning of the decade?
Correct.
No. The other guys is not the movie
This
of
is
the
the
decade.
movie of the century.
Shit. I could have said Avengers Endgame is the movie of the decade. You know why?
No.
You know why?
Because it broke all the box office records
Exactly.
and shit.
But box office records have not touched Avatar, which came out last decade. 10 years later, 2019, the very last year of the decade, it's the first movie to ever beat the highest grossing movie of last decade, 2009.
But you're asking my opinion, though.
I didn't ask I'm not saying, but listen. Your opinion is the other guy's great.
That's a horrible opinion of
It is a horrible opinion. It's a great movie. It's not the movie of the decade, you fucking tool.
In my
Right,
eyes,
listen.
it is.
Okay. Okay, you know what? I can literally... Movie of the decade is definitely Avengers Endgame.
It has to be.
It has to be.
If you're statistically speaking, yes.
No, even like sight.
Not even... I'm not
Sight.
saying statistically
Sight.
So that's
Watch.
your favorite movie of this entire decade?
Yeah, of the decade.
It's
Yeah.
literally...
Oh.
They finish off... It literally started a trend of movies from last decade. It started in 2008. And it finished a whole entire segment of Marvel Cinematic movies. So it's the movie of the decade
is.
because it was the highest grossing film ever.
There's stats behind it, and there's
Like to be big enough to
Views.
beat not only Titanic but Avatar.
You guys got a really good argument there.
I'd say Avatar is the movie of the last decade.
Last decade, yeah.
Titanic's the movie of the 90s, and then that.
We should do like a focus group. We should take all our favorite ones of this last decade, find a whole bunch of fucking people that have never watched these fucking movies before or ever heard of them, have them watch them and tell them us what their favorite one is.
No, can't do that. Avengers Endgame wouldn't work like that. Avatar's not a sequel. Titanic's not a sequel. Those are just masterpieces. Endgame is the conclusion of like.
They have to be.
Movies.
They have to be in the Avengers series.
Yeah,
To like.
there's listen. It's a phenomenal movie, but without an emotional attachment, it's different.
It's true. Very true.
Still a great movie.
I'm on my P's and Q's with that shit.
Still a great movie.
I'm just gonna say, yeah, it's a phenomenal movie, but you don't respect it the same.
No.
Because the thing about it is, you go into it. Avengers Endgame as a standalone wouldn't work. Because you don't know what the fuck is going on. If I've never seen any of the other movies before, I can look at this as a cinema masterpiece, but at the same time, what the fuck is happening? Who's that big purple dude? Why did they cut off his fucking head? Why is the world like this? What the fuck is going on? None of this makes any sense.
You're right.
Who are these characters?
Point proven.
Yeah, you wouldn't know what the
But
fuck's
I still say the other guys. Anyways.
You make zero
And you're still a
sense.
tool.
You are a huge tool.
Ooh.
The small penis.
No, that's definitely false. So, AB has just got himself in just a whole fucking mess, man. So, not only has this dude had his troubles with fucking helmets, with fucking frostbite on his goddamn feet, just trying to fucking stay on a team and get a paycheck, he just got released from the Patriots. amidst all these allegations. So it turns out there is a girl who's an artist who's like painting something at his house or something like that, and he's like coming up behind her and he's like naked. And so there's all this shit. You guys can read up on that story. So all these things came out. Well, AB took it upon himself to reach out to that person and start harassing her and yelling at her and showing her pictures of her kids and like threatening her and saying a whole bunch of shit about her.
And text messages. And she showed it to the NFL and lawyers and everything else and got himself in even more trouble. And then these reporters have been going so ham on Bill Belichick lately about the whole Antonio Brown situation that he was specifically on press. They were asking about Antonio Brown. He's like, I've asked way too many or answered way too many questions about this. I'm done with it. And they kept asking it, and then he fucking walked off the presser. Literally, not even a couple hours later, Antonio Brown got released from the team.
Wait, the chick took it to the NFL?
Yeah.
That makes no sense to me. That's like me saying
she wants no money out of it. The girl that says that she got sexually harassed, says that she wants money. The other girl, who's just the artist, just wants him to get in trouble.
That just makes no sense. It still makes no sense to me. That's like me sending dick pics to a chick and her showing up at my job and showing my boss.
True.
He's sending dick pics to me.
True.
Give me money. Like,
True.
Well, she doesn't want money.
Okay, but
Yeah,
the
but
other
still
bitch
fucked
does.
up.
But
That's stupid.
he
That's
came up
stupid.
behind her, butt ass naked.
Oh wow! Let me go tell your bosses about this. Why, bitch? We on the field right now?
Hey,
I show up
you act
naked.
like you ain't
room?
never walked around your house butt naked.
Yeah,
bro.
it's not like like if they were at the in the locker room or something, or they were on NFL property.
It
or some
wouldn't
shit
be
like that.
shit. It wouldn't be
It
shit.
would make sense. Yeah.
Okay, what if it's your
Hey,
girlfriend? What if it's your wife?
Reporters are in the locker room.
Hold up. What
all the
if it's
time,
your girlfriend,
bro.
it's your wife, and she's just painting something, she's doing a job for someone, and then all of a sudden Antonio Brown's butt-ass naked behind her, trying to get her to fucking touch him and shit like that.
Hey, still, why is she telling the NFL?
She wasn't just telling the NFL, she was telling the not the reporters, the investigators who's investigating this entire thing.
So why did
the
they-
NFL's involved in this because they have their policies.
Just doesn't make sense
No.
to me overall. Like, that's just. Listen, I can understand. Like, it's like what he did was uncalled
And she's
for.
going for
She's
the
But-
throat.
but-
He did all that shit to her, so she's like, I want his
once
career to
again-
end. His career's ended.
But once again, reporters are in the locker
That
room
makes
all
no
the time
sense.
when naked
That makes
dudes.
no sense to end his career
All the
over.
time.
Listen, that makes.
She's not a reporter.
That
I know,
makes-
but I mean, you're in
Hey,
the dude's house.
That makes
Some
that,
people walk
listen,
around the house naked.
That makes no sense.
Yeah,
to
but it's
end.
unprofessional.
That
I
it doesn't
get it.
matter.
I get
Unprofessional.
that.
What is he? He doesn't
I
have
get
to
that.
be professional. That's
No,
not. He's
it's
not.
his house.
What? Because he's Antonio Brown. He has to act a certain fucking way.
So you're telling me that you would be butt-ass naked behind some chick as she's painting something for you?
I'm not saying I will or wouldn't, but I am.
But you're saying it's
that
cool.
You're okay, but they're taking him because he's a professional player.
No,
and they're holding him to a higher standard.
No, they're not.
Okay, you tell me, like, let's say he was a fucking doctor. You're gonna turn around and go tell the hospital that,
Yeah.
I was painting a photo for him and he was butt ass naked. No, you're gonna go tell the cops
Let
or
me-
something. You're not gonna
Hold
go
up.
tell the NFL. Why didn't she go
Time
tell
out.
the police?
Quiet for a second. Okay, I filled Brett in a little bit on this story. Go ahead, Brett.
Well, I still don't give a shit. Listen, let's say I understand what he did was fucked up, but great, okay. If I go do a fucked up job, I'm like, okay, well, I made money off that. I'm never gonna talk to that person again or go around that. That was fucking weird. Boom, I'm done with it. No, this has to be stretched out into a crazy fucking situation. Literally, Antonio Brown got naked, hit on you, had sex with a chick in front of you. Crazy, yeah. Take it to the police or leave it alone. Like, he paid you, your job's done, go about the rest of your life. You don't ever have to see him again. Stay away from him. But no, you're just gonna turn around and drag this on into articles, take it to the news, do this, do that. Like, there's a purpose behind that. Like,
I get what you're saying, and I kind of agree in a way. It's weird that the situation happened like that. The dude got naked. That's fucked up. I'm not saying that's cool at all, but if you get arrested for something, they don't go to your job and be like, look, we arrested him today just to let you know. You know what I mean? They don't do that. So why the fuck is that happening in this instance when they're going to... I mean, I get the player policy and all that, but why the fuck is it like the girl's attorney going there and not like the authorities or some shit like that. Something different.
I'll explain it right now, and this is why I'm gonna drop the bomb on you guys. Okay, so
I want to hear it, and then I want to say something.
I want you to think of a few things, and then also the reason she sent those text messages to the NFL and whatnot is because she felt threatened.
Why wouldn't you call the police?
Yeah,
she did. She notified her lawyers.
Said
Let me finish.
But if you go to the police, then why did you go to the NFL afterwards? There's no point to do that afterwards.
Let me finish. She's suing him already.
Okay.
And because you're suing, whenever anyone in the in the NFL is getting sued, it's always brought to light no matter what. You could be on the practice squad. It's gonna get brought to light. So you can't use that excuse of saying, "Oh, it's getting dragged in the mud. Oh, the whole media knows about it." They're gonna know about it no matter what. It's because they're a famous celebrity. That's just what comes with the job. So you can't use that, okay? And she's not using that. She literally just sued him. That's it. It was fine. And to be honest, I don't think they had a whole lot of proof until he sent all those text messages and incriminated himself saying this shit. He put investigators out there to investigate her and her children. Put her children's lives in it. You know what I'm saying? That's why she sent those messages to the NFL, because she felt threatened. She thought her life was in danger. Now, the original part was, if you went to work...
Going after someone's job does not make you safer. I'm just saying.
Seriously.
That makes me want to hurt you more.
Yeah, exactly. Listen.
Now that you went after my job, I want to hurt you 10 times more.
I'm not done yet.
Just let him finish.
You say you go to work. Okay. No one's butt ass naked. He's just walking around at work.
Completely different.
Why is that different?
Because she
is going to a place of work. She does that for a living. She goes to people's houses.
And then she never has to see him again.
What if it was
that's okay? So you're telling me that it's okay to go?
Antonio Brown isn't her boss. Antonio Brown is
she is.
customer.
He's paying her to do a job.
Listen. It's not the same.
Nope.
It's not like I go to work and shows.
Let's go.
Let me fucking finish.
Okay.
I go to work and a customer walks in being irate, crazy, a hillbilly, smells funny, does whatever. I'm not gonna turn around and go tell, like, this dude, let's say he comes in, he works at a fucking Midas down the road, acts like a fucking jackoff. Am I gonna go tell his boss, yeah, you need to fire this dude, he came in the Verizon acting like a fucking douchebag, this and that, and then I'm gonna go get my lawyer and do this? No, I'm not gonna attack his job. Like, get the fuck out of the store and never come see me again. She personally went into his personal home. She started painting. He did some weird fucking shit. She got her money. She could have just left it at that. No, she wanted to sue him. Like, what was the point of suing him? What? Oh, he had sex with the chick in front of me. He didn't
pay her. He didn't pay her.
Career. Let me just do this and do that.
He didn't pay her. That's why she's suing him in general.
Okay, yeah, sue him for the payment.
That's what she's doing. And then he sent all those messages and felt threatened, so she sent the other stuff. And she's also suing him for the allegations. She feels threatened,
so she starts adding on to it.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
she didn't do anything. Her lawyer did that.
I know, but if you attack a man's job...
That's how you end up dead, you dumb bitch.
Yeah, you attack a man's job, his living, he has a family... He gets more mad, bro. Like, what do you mean?
Let's say this. She wasn't painting a picture for Antonio Brown. She was painting a picture for a fucking cartel guy. And the cartel guy does all that. Is she going to bring any of that shit to light? Is she going to sue a cartel member because he didn't pay her? No. But
first off, that's a horrible analogy because you're putting someone who is literally in the criminal base.
You don't know Antonio's Brown life if he's doing that.
He might be.
Aaron Hernandez? Are you fucking kidding me?
I understand that.
Dude.
But that is something completely different.
I'm just saying. It's still a
back to what I was trying to say originally. I'm saying, say that person came into your job. Someone came into your place of work, butt fucking naked.
You're calling the police.
Okay?
You're not calling your job.
Actually, no. Wait. Because you're doing a job. You're doing a job. Say you're back at NMG. You're going door to door, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, so you go in a door and you're trying to sell someone a newspaper. You go inside their house, okay? They're expecting just to buy a fucking newspaper for you. But all of a sudden you get butt-ass fucking naked and you're trying to fuck her.
I get butt-ass naked or she gets butt-ass naked?
No, you get butt-ass naked.
No,
let me finish.
That's reverse.
No, it's not. Listen what I'm saying.
That's like the picture.
Well, you're right. You're right. I'm sorry.
You get butt-ass naked.
I meant the lady gets butt-ass naked. So she gets butt-ass naked and you're selling a newspaper to her. You're like, what the fuck is she butt-ass naked for? I'm like, just selling her.
You're going to call the police, not her job, bro.
Let me finish. She's trying to fuck you. What would you think?
I'm calling the police, not their job.
I'm about to get my dick wet. That's what I'm going to say. But on top of that...
What if it's a 90-year-old man and it's a 4-year-old or it's a 12-year-old kid that's working?
I'm going to get... Wait, what?
What if it's a 12-year-old kid that's working at the job?
That's totally different, bro.
It's not different. What would you do, though? You would call the police, right?
Yes, not the job. I'm not calling her job as the
How many
host.
times do I have to tell you she didn't even call her job? Her lawyer did that because it broke the NFL policy. That's why the NFL Patriots the Patriots do not have to pay him whatsoever. Not a single dime at all because he broke policy.
You're putting yourself more in danger is my point of what I'm saying here. You're not making yourself safer by doing that. You're fucking going after a man's living. It's gonna make him mad. You don't know where the fuck that nigga's life at. He might got gangbangers around him. He might got shooters.
Yeah,
you don't fucking know.
Yeah, listen, you just took millions of dollars away from this guy.
40 mil.
Like
40 mil.
She didn't make 40 mil.
The Raiders.
That was him. That was his own thing.
Think of
she only took like what, 10 million away.
Yeah.
And that wasn't guaranteed.
But let's say she
didn't do that. He did that by sending those text messages because she did. They had no proof. They literally said that already. They said they had no proof on anything whatsoever until he did that. So if you're not guilty, why make yourself guilty?
It's fucked up. Whatever he did it, if he did it or didn't do it, it's still fucked up.
It's fucked up.
We're not arguing that.
What are you getting at though? What are you getting at?
Listen, what I'm getting at is that she literally could have just went about the rest of her life without getting involved in that situation, and none of this would be happening.
Left it alone.
So you're saying about it.
So you're saying if someone made sexual advances to you, you're just supposed to let it go?
Call the police.
I can.
But that's what you're saying that you should do. Is just let it go.
I'm not saying you should or shouldn't, but when it gets thrown out in the major public like that,
okay.
It's gonna be like that if you're famous, though.
I have a question.
So it's not happening to you because you're not famous.
I have a question.
You know what I mean?
Did she finish the job?
I don't know. I'd have to go look it up. I believe so, yeah.
Then she obviously didn't feel that unsafe. That's all I'm saying. Also, why wouldn't she just leave?
You guys,
I'm not saying what he did right.
You guys aren't in that predicament. That's another thing.
It's weird though.
But you have to envision yourself.
I'm leaving,
her shoes.
bro. I'm leaving. I'm calling the police and I'm leaving.
Yeah, I'm gonna call. I'll call the police. 911.
That's if she finished it though.
Yeah, I don't know, but I'm calling the police and leaving. Not just weird if she finished it.
He got naked.
What if someone's really aggressive? You just said you don't know how he is. He's got CTE. What if he just kind of made her stay there and do it? She's like, okay, I'll just run along with this and just finish the job and then leave afterwards.
She would have said that though, and that's criminal confinement.
There's a lot of stuff that's actually not out. They won't release a lot of information that's actually already out at the moment.
I don't know. Antonio Brown didn't.
It's still fucked up.
Kelly, but I'm just saying, like, really, you need an article in Sports Illustrated. Like, come on, you're taking that a little high. And then, I mean, yeah, I understand. Like, he didn't pay me. So you sue him, or you could take him to small claims court.
That's
like
there's
I know, but what about the sexual harassment?
If she was suing him for the job, why did she?
She's suing him for sexual harassment. That's what she's suing him for.
Oh, then why would you say she was suing him for the job?
Yeah,
because he didn't pay.
That's also part of it. Like,
okay,
it's
but
all
suing
in one
him for
little
the
thing.
sexual harassment.
It's totally different.
She could have literally just dipped the fuck out, but no, she's like, I'm gonna stay. Let me see how weird he fucking gets, and then sue him.
And also, at the beginning,
know if he said though?
And also at the beginning, you said that she wasn't suing him for money.
Yeah, you said she was suing him because he was refusing to pay her for
the job. You said she didn't want any money, but now she wants a whole bunch of money.
She's suing him for sexual harassment. She's not suing him for money. There's two different accusers. You guys are mixing them both up.
I don't know a lot of people that get sued for sexual harassment either.
I've never heard of that. It's usually jail time.
I've never heard. It's jail time. Why isn't?
And that's what she's trying to get him to go to jail.
Yeah, but that's not suing. That's like trying to press charges.
You're not suing.
You're talking to police.
Charges on Antonio.
You're talking to police.
Now, if she went straight to the police, press charges, then the police investigated.
They did an investigation.
I understand that situation, but she went up a different chain of command to the
NFL instead of the police.
She didn't go to the police. She went to her lawyer. That's different.
No, it went to the police. It says right here. There's documents and police or court documents and police reports. She went to the authorities first.
Did she go to the lawyer first?
She didn't go to the NFL first.
The lawyer.
Yeah, did she go to the lawyer first?
Yeah, you gotta get advice.
Oh my God, I'm going calling the police first thing, bro.
If somebody walks up on the street and decks me in the face, I'm not gonna walk.
Hey, let me call my lawyer. Hey, bro, what should I do? I just got punched in the face, bro.
Should I call the police and report this?
You guys gotta understand.
Somebody pulled a gun on you.
This is sexual harassment.
What
These
should
are
I
things,
do, bro?
you guys are talking about something completely different. Okay,
It's a crime.
You guys have to.
crime.
These things are damaging on people. Sexual harassment,
We understand.
rape, those things like
We
that.
definitely
Getting punched in the
understand
face is completely different than rape or sexual
It
harassment.
was-
You're gonna call the police, period.
No, you're not.
Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? Why would you sit there and fucking take it, bro? But you
Most people do because they're scared.
You're gonna get punched in the face and call the police.
She's
But you're
scared?
gonna
She's
get
scared?
sexually harassed and not call the police.
If people don't
What
come
the
up with
fuck?
the why
No,
they come
listen,
out
here's
because they
what
happened back in 2011.
Here's what happened. She's like, you know what? I don't know what I should do. Let me go talk to
You
my
don't
lawyer.
know that.
The lawyer's like, this is a payday. That's what the lawyer said.
I
Contact the
specifically
NFL.
just told you that she didn't. Hold on 1 second. We will go back and.
The lawyer
and I keep
said. I didn't say she said. The lawyer did. The lawyer's pursuing this because it's a payday for him. Take down Antonio Brown.
You don't get pay.
To go to the NFL, the lawyer's gonna get put on the fucking map.
And his name's gonna be made.
Yeah, hell yeah. Okay?
Oh, this is even crazier. So one piece of Clum Coach reports comes from an artist who says that she met Brown at a charity event in Pittsburgh. At the event, Brown offered to pay $700 for a portrait of himself that the artist had made. According to the artist and the co-founder of the charity that hosted the event, Brown took the painting but never ended up paying for it. Then invited her to his home in Pittsburgh to paint a mural on one of his home's walls. The artist Brown agreed to pay her $1,000 per day of work, but things went wrong just 2 days into the project, so she never finished it. It says, after arriving at this home, the woman at first thought nothing of Brown's flirtations, an uncomfortable yet constant reality of her professional life. And she was thrilled by his willingness to share her work on social media. He even posted a live video showcasing her progress. It was very exciting to have this person interested in my work, the woman says. He acted like he trusted me and he let me do my thing. On her second day, however, the atmosphere curdled. The artist says at one point she was in a kneeling position while painting and turned around to find Brown behind her naked holding a small hand towel over his genitals. He was flirty with me, but I paid him no mind because I was there on business. Plus, I had already seen him with multiple girls in the short time I was with him, says the woman. I was about 40% done on the second day, and I'm on my knees painting the bottom, and he walks up to me butt-ass naked with a hand cloth covering his penis and starts having a conversation with me. She took it as clear sexual come on. Unfortunately, I've been tried by men a lot of times, so I kept my cool and kept painting. She says, after that, it all ended abruptly. The artist told SI that Brown left for Miami the next day, and she never heard from him about the finishing the mural. She says he eventually paid her $2,000 for her 2 days of work, but otherwise off contact with her. But she did tell some of her friends about what happened, and they told her about the lawsuit filed about Brown. Klemko's story is full of bizarre anecdotes and accusations about Brown. You can read the whole thing.
So basically what you just told me is she paints at multiple houses. She's been hit on and flirted with and sexually harassed by men before, but she never brought it to light. And then she was paid by Antonio Brown. After the fact, she still got paid.
Right.
But she turned around, talked to her friends who told her about the NFL thing, and she's like, you know what? I'm going to take his whole life away because I don't like what he did. How many of those other guys did she ruin her whole entire... None. How many did she ever bring to light? None. She just dealt with it. You
can't pick and choose, bro.
You can't pick and choose. She is picking and choosing. Now look.
And that's what's wrong with this
Her name
world.
is out there now.
Motherfuckers pick and choose.
She said a lot of guys flirted, but no one ever fucking stood behind her butt ass naked holding a fucking hand towel over his genitals.
She said she's dealt with it before. She literally said the moment he was butt ass naked, I've dealt with things like men doing things like this before.
Yeah, she said that.
She didn't say it by then. She said I've dealt with him and his flirtations, and I've dealt with that from other men before. Yes. But when I turned around and he was butt ass naked behind me, took it to a different level, and I didn't want to do that.
Take it to a different level. But
she said that she didn't finish the mural because of that.
Out of all the situations, the only one that was ever good enough to report was Antonio Brown.
Yeah, because he got butt naked.
No, because it's Antonio Brown.
Well, that's true too.
Yeah.
And then at the same time, regardless, he got butt ass naked. But guess what? He didn't throw her down to the ground, beat her ass, rip her panties off, and rape her.
So you're saying he might as well should have.
No, I'm saying that.
So, but what I'm saying, that's what I'm trying to get you to understand. Sexual harassment is different. Like it's not different no matter what. Like it just shouldn't happen
different.
at all.
It is different no matter what.
But it shouldn't happen at all.
No, it shouldn't happen at all. But what she should have did first is call the police.
She went to the authorities after talking with her friends.
As soon as that happened, she should have called the police.
She should have. But hey, Brett, there's things in your life that you've done where you didn't call the police right away. Am I right?
I think there's
same thing with you.
Have you ever
right?
had sexual harassment or been close to getting raped?
Not me myself,
Because
no. But
would you or would you not call the police? I'm going to be honest.
I've had friends. I've had friends that have been in those situations before, and they're scared. That's why they don't come out at first.
She only contacted the police because her friends told her that the NFL would take his life away.
What? That did not. I didn't even say
That's
that at all.
What you said. She talked to her friends, and the friends.
It didn't say anything about the NFL whatsoever.
That you literally said that.
I said she talked to her friends and it told her to file a lawsuit. I repeat it.
File a lawsuit because of the NFL's code.
It didn't say anything about the NFL. I just told you that.
Oh no!
It says that she did tell some friends about what happened, and they told her about filing a lawsuit against Brown. Klemko's story is full of other bizarre blah, 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 blah.
See, they just told her to file a lawsuit against that nigga to get money.
File a lawsuit. Like, I can understand, but, like, okay, first of all, if you felt that threatened, you were going to just go you're not going to file a lawsuit. You're going to go report and file charges. You're going to the police station.
Call the police.
No, she didn't. She filed a lawsuit after communicating with her friends who suggested.
Part of that lawsuit is creating a police report because you got to do that.
Yes,
yeah, but that's
a lawsuit is different than a charges. Filing
you don't have.
He has charges going against him.
Yes.
And if he's found guilty
because of the lawsuit.
Because of the lawsuit.
Not because she wanted to press charges. It was because of the lawsuit.
Yes.
Is why there's charges.
You can't just sue somebody that raped
That's the same thing.
No, it's not. No, it's not. If somebody rapes you, you can't just say, I'm going to sue you for $1,000.
Just because you're raping
No, I'm pressing charges against you.
Instantly.
The lawsuit is the charges, is what I'm trying to say. There is no money involved. It's the charges weighing on against him.
That's not lawsuit.
That's different.
That's not lawsuit then. That's charges. That's literally criminal offense. That's not trying to get any money. That's the fucking state of wherever the fuck it happened going after fucking Antonio Brown.
What Antonio Brown
not
did,
her.
He could only get in trouble with the law if she presses charges or tries to pursue a lawsuit.
And that's what she's doing.
Exactly.
You're not listening to all.
But Antonio Brown didn't rape her, which rape is something that if he was found, even if she didn't pursue it, he could go to jail.
It's still bad.
So what I'm saying is,
he's not in jail.
Like I said earlier, you're saying that she should get raped so that way she can sue people. I mean, not sue
I feel like you
people.
shouldn't be able to
You're saying she might as well have gotten raped so that way it'd be okay for her to sue him.
I don't feel like
you're saying it's not
sue somebody for raping you.
You file a criminal charge.
That's a criminal thing. She can't sue him.
That's
for doing
what we're trying to say. Like, it's not right that you can go after money for that.
Okay,
you have to go after them criminally.
I see what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? Then she went to the lawsuit route first, and then the criminal route came in because she talked to her friends. They said, "Look, you should do a lawsuit." So then she went and did the lawsuit. Then the criminal charges got filed after the lawsuit was filed because they needed that to be in there for the lawsuit for them to get money.
They can't just be like, oh, you know what, we're going to throw you in jail.
Is what we're saying. She should have called the police when it happened instead of waiting till later on to find out that someone had a shit ton of money and you wanted money and you wanted to fuck up his life. You should have just fucked up.
He fucked up his own life. He should have done.
I get that, but you should have just fucked up his life criminally and then let it go. Instead of just trying to get money out of somebody, that's petty. Just fucking criminally go after him.
So she
got paid for the job. I don't see how you can get paid for that. It's a criminal offense, bro. That's like saying if someone punches me in the face, they got battery, okay, and I didn't break nothing. Nothing's wrong with me, but I'm suing you because you physically touched me. That's stupid.
Yeah.
But you can't do it. No, you can't. No,
you can.
You have to have a broken
The only way you can
orifice,
sue
bro.
is if something happens.
Yeah,
you can
have
do
to
it,
have
but
a
is it
broken
gonna go
orifice.
through?
Like
all the
I
time?
can sue you for damages and my medical bills.
Yeah, and that's it.
Worst case scenario, she could press charges and sue him for like
Therapy.
mental therapy, something like that, or but it's like. She didn't go about it the right way.
No, you got to go to the police
because
first.
she had enough time to physically get paid.
So you guys are very pro AB right now.
No, we're not. We're saying that she did it right.
I think you're just
putting words in our mouth. You're just putting words in our mouth. Like we're saying, I already explained it to you. We're saying AB's wrong for what he did.
Okay,
She's
we
wrong.
already got that.
She's wrong for the way of reporting what he did.
Mm-hmm. I know you said that she said specifically should have only went to the police.
No, I mean even after she could have filed a lawsuit, but the police should have been the first stop.
Yes,
bro.
police should have been number one.
Because
and then so I've got your point already, man. So what are you saying?
How many rape victims go talk to their lawyer first?
Exactly.
I didn't say they talked to her lawyer. She talked to her friends first.
Yeah,
Okay,
but
I'm not
told her to
saying
talk
that,
to the
but
lawyer?
I'm saying you said she went to her lawyer and her
Friends
lawyer did that
first, then she went to the
I'm not talking
lawyer.
about the friends. Let's skip the middleman because a lot of people go to friends first in general. I'm saying if you get raped, you're not going to go talk to your lawyer. Should I press charges? What should I do? No, you're going to go talk to friends, family. You're going to go to the cops. Something like that. She didn't do that. She had time to think, time to get paid, time to see her friends, her family, time to process everything. She's like, you know what? Fuck Antonio Brown. I'm going to file a lawsuit.
Plus he just got paid.
And the lawyer's like, you know what, Antonio Brown, this is a big case. I'm not saying what Antonio Brown did is right.
No, it's wrong all the way.
It's completely wrong. And you're misinterpreting what I'm saying by throwing
100%. 100%.
You threw rape.
No, we didn't.
I was trying to separate them. I
No,
was trying to
you
show
were
you
saying,
that they
so
still.
you're saying she needs to go ahead and be raped to be able to
That's
file
exactly
a
what you were
Yeah,
saying.
because
No,
you keep
it's not
saying
what I'm
that.
saying.
Hey, man, she shouldn't have filed those charges. against
No,
her. Why
I
not?
said she
No.
should have went to the cops.
You
Yeah,
weren't.
she's
You weren't
been
listening.
said that. We've been all over that already.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, but you weren't
what
listening
I'm saying
to
is
it.
she didn't just jump to it. Like if she felt threatened
Yeah,
enough to go
we
to the
got
cops,
that.
it should have happened.
So you're also saying what Dwyer's saying, that she should have just went to the cops first, okay, and
then she could have did whatever she wanted.
and
after
file
that.
she could file a lawsuit
Yeah,
afterwards.
whatever she
There's
wants.
no problem. So we have no problem with her filing a lawsuit.
Whatever she wants
I
afterwards.
don't care about
Okay.
her filing a
Afterwards?
lawsuit.
I misread you, Jabra. I thought you were just arguing that she shouldn't have filed a lawsuit in general.
No, she should just went to the police.
The police is the main point of.
I'm saying she specifically did it because it's
But you
Antonio Brown.
guys gotta think those things, like I said, are damaging. Like,
Yeah, but you can't pick and
She
choose though.
said she had it happen to her from multiple
You can't pick
men.
and choose.
Yeah, but
She's doing it specifically because
I understand what
it's
you're
Antonio Brown.
saying, but I said multiple men didn't whip out their fucking
You
dick.
don't know what multiple men. You're
It
just seeing
clearly
what the
states
article,
what it says
Yeah,
there.
it clearly
Yeah,
states.
right.
You're right. That news article describes her whole entire experience with every man she's ever
I
been
understand.
with.
You don't know exactly what happened
You're
in
right.
those rooms.
But the only ones that came to light is the Antonio Brown.
You-
Exactly. That's our point.
Because the other ones just flirted with her supposedly.
You can't pick and choose.
Yes, you can. This nigga rich. I'm getting paid.
Listen.
No.
Listen.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is-
Bro.
These other
That's
guys
like-
are probably broke as shit. Don't have no money.
Listen,
Why am I gonna sue them
listen.
for? They ain't got no
Listen.
money.
First of all,
You press charges.
you press charges and you do it whenever you
Yeah,
can.
so they
you
go
don't
to
just
jail.
sit on it, think about like what should I do?
And I'm
Should I do
I'm
this?
not
Should I
pro
do
pressing charges at all. But for this situation in a woman's perspective.
You shouldn't pick and choose. You should just. Everyone should be charged no matter what. But if you did have to pick and choose, she did pick a winner and getting Antonio Brown.
I'm just saying, like at the same time, it's like yeah, I can understand what he did was fucked up.
She
which
don't
it
get
really
paid.
is, but to like you like took it like any like if it was let me say it like this, if it was any random dude, let's say he had no money to his name, he's like, oh, you know what, I'll give you $100.
The other dudes.
You're
dudes.
gonna leave. You're never gonna talk to the guy again. But because it's Antonio fucking Brown,
You finna tell.
you're gonna pursue the situation. She's not pursuing it because it made her feel uncomfortable. She's pursuing it because of who he
back on
is.
Yep.
Alrighty.
Yeah, you just misinterpreted.
So these young quarterbacks have just taken off this weekend. Daniel Jones coming back from 18 points and winning the game and doing some things that other quarterbacks haven't done in so long. Eli Manning, 2 rushing touchdowns, 2 passing tutties. And then who else? Kyle Allen. Cam Newton's injured.
Yeah.
That's one of Brett's quarterbacks. He's a little salty about it. He's like,
bullshit.
Brett's whole team's injured.
He's about to go pick
my
up Kyle
whole
Allen.
team is fucking getting torn up, dude. I'm 0-3. It's not even fucking funny, dude.
He does have everyone that's injured right now. Who? He's got 2 people for sure. One just went out this week. He had. He's losing everybody.
Then I keep choosing. It's like 1 week I'll play some players that'll do horrible, and my bench will do amazing. Then I'll be like, "Fuck you."
His
guys.
bench did
Flip-flop
great
them.
this season.
I'll
This week.
flip flop them, and then next week it's like role
It does
reversal.
the exact same
They're
thing.
like fucking Chinese fire drill on how they score. It's pissing me off.
You gotta look at the matchups, bro.
Who's the other young
I am
quarterback
looking
that
at the
balled out?
matchups, and they're not happening
It's
like
all
I
about
expect.
matchups.
Who's the other young quarterback that balled out?
Mason Rudolph did alright. He didn't really ball out. He did alright.
He did enough. There's someone else that just balled out though.
The dude from No. You want to talk about him?
Oh,
the dude from Jacksonville.
Jacksonville.
Yeah, that's your
Minshew,
homie.
he was going off,
That's
man.
your homie.
I like him, man. I kind of want to pick him up.
That's your dude.
I think he might do well. And there's another guy. I know there's been a bunch of them this weekend, man. There's a shit ton that just went off. Daniel Jones, the Jacksonville guy, Josh Rosen did kind of did a little.
Josh Rosen.
He was
booty.
he was pretty baller in that game that he just played. It just his whole entire offense sucked. People dropping passes, fumbling the ball and shit. So he did pretty decent, man. Who else? Old dude that's from the Bills. He was balling.
Oh, Josh Allen. Yeah, he was balling, bro. Bills are 3-0. 3-0. That's nuts.
And then there's someone else just got benched this week for somebody. Or what? Maybe not. They're just
I know Eli got benched.
Eli
Or
for
Eli.
sure.
You suck anyways, though.
Young quarterbacks.
Teddy.
Lamar Jackson versus Patrick Mahomes. They were
That
balling
was a
out.
good matchup.
Patrick Mahomes was the successor.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's been a loaded weekend. I'm so happy for all of them.
I love football.
It's crazy. Jacoby Brissett is actually surprising the shit out of me. He actually did something that Andrew Luck didn't even do. So in the first, I think it's like 3 games of the season, having a quarterback rating, I think is like 118 or something like that. Nobody else in our franchise history has done that except for Peyton Manning and Johnny Unitas.
How many Super Bowls does Andrew Luck have?
He has 0.
Okay, then why do you like him so much?
Because he likes
I liked Andrew Luck so much because I've watched him play, and he's such an incredible player to watch. And the game that sits with me the most, if you go and watch it, it's the Kansas City Chiefs versus the Colts. Obviously, it was in the playoffs. We were down by like 30 fucking points, and we came back and won the game.
Nice.
And he had like all the awareness to.
Has he ever
do
been
everything.
to the Super Bowl?
Nope, he's been to the AFC Championship.
When was the last time the Colts were in the Super Bowl?
2011 against the Saints.
Who's the quarterback?
Peyton Manning.
Oh. So Peyton Manning is also the only reason the Broncos went to the Super Bowl.
Probably, yeah.
You know who's not surprising me? Dalvin Cook.
Yeah, he's been
Told
going
y'all.
off, leading the league in
y'all.
rushing.
Told y'all.
He did.
My man's was gonna do it.
You needed a better offensive line. That's all you needed.
Bro, I told you we got our offensive line. He's fucking healthy. Man, look out, boy. Him and Madison's fucking impressing me, too. That dude could
What's the
run
score of the Bears versus Vikings game next week?
What do you think?
What's the score?
Oh, you think 24-10 Vikings.
Ooh, he's saying, ooh, damn. Saying they're going to stall out.
Yeah, we can put the ball out in Chicago.
I think that the Packers are going to take your division.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
Nope.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nope.
Aaron Rodgers,
No.
he has a defense now.
No, they all right. They're all right. We'll see how they last.
Yeah,
We'll see how they last.
We'll see.
They have a defense, but our defense is way better than their defense.
Your defense has more depth.
And more depth, better players, better defensive coordinators, better play calling, better blitzing, better coverage, better everything on the
Not
defense.
this year. It's debatable.
No. What the fuck?
It's different because no one can notice how these defenses are. That's why everyone's streaming defenses right now. No
Our
one's
defense is lit.
keeping a defense
Our
on their
defense
team
is
unless it's the
lit.
Bears
Our
or
defense
the
is
Rams or like just the top ones, like the top 3 or
Yeah,
4.
but this is not fantasy. I'm talking about real life. Our defense stops teams. Like the Packers made us look weird.
Did you guys stop anybody last week?
The Packers made us look weird. I'll give you that. They made us look weird, bro. That wasn't nothing of our doing other than we could not pass the fucking football because of fucking Kirk Cousins. That's literally all it was. We were still in the game, too. We lost by 5 points.
Kirk Cousins.
We lost by 5 points. Less than the Bears lost to
Why
him.
couldn't Kirk Cousins score?
Less than the Bears lost
No offense? Where's your offense?
What you mean? We lost by 5 points.
I'm just messing with you. And there's a lot of injuries going on right now. Saquon Barkley's out for the Giants for like 6 weeks now, dude. Sucks for that guy. Go get Gallman now. Pick up Gallman, guys.
Don't do it.
No, Gallman's only going to be the next running back.
Yeah, but don't do it.
Why would you not pick him up?
Because he's not good.
He's talented.
No.
Yeah.
No.
You must not have had him last year. No. I'm going to go pick him up, and he's going to regret that.
No, I'm not.
Who else is out? Oh, yeah, Keanu Neal and Malik Hooker both went out in the Falcons versus Colts game, so we're both going to be out without our safeties. One for 6 weeks and one's for the entire season.
Who's for the entire season?
Keanu Neal. And it's like that's 2 years in a row.
Yeah, that was... And he was a rookie last year, too, wasn't he?
I think so.
I think he was a rookie last year.
You know what the fucked up part about that is? The refs fined him after he slammed his helmet down.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's frustrated. He knows the season's over, and he fucking slammed his helmet down. They not fined him, but threw a flag on him for that. Like, you guys are just shitty. Like, give him a break, man. People get emotional.
Pussies.
I fucking hate the refs, man.
They're like police.
In the last,
They are.
They're just like the police.
They're worse. Because they can just fuck up any play. They have the dictation to choose any game.
I wouldn't say they're worse because they don't carry guns. And
no,
they can't,
shit, if they did carry guns,
they'd be killing everybody. They can't take
just replace the fucking flags with guns, and then boom, there they are. Fucking ridiculous. There's been so many flags the first 2 weeks of the season that Tom Brady had to complain about it on, Thursday Night Football for there not to be that many this week. It's like, damn, man.
The Vikings had the first 3 weeks, or the first 2 weeks at least, we had 100 yards each game and penalties.
Jeez, fuck that. You guys know that the Colts are the least penalized team in the NFL right now?
That's cute. Nobody cares.
I wonder if we paid off the refs. That'd be nice. Yeah, let's keep it going,
You know who's better than the Colts?
Nobody.
The Vikings.
Nah.
Patriots.
Yeah.
You have the same record as us.
I know.
Technically, the Patriots right now, 3-0. Yeah.
Patriots are better than
You know who's 3-0? The fucking Bills.
I already said that.
You
I
did.
said that earlier.
3-0.
I know.
I wonder who's gonna win that.
This is how they started, though. This is how they start, bro. They usually start hot. The Bills seem like last year they went on a run.
But they've been a whole different
They
team.
went like 4-0, 4-1 last year, and then they just went downhill after week 5.
But
bro.
don't they got like a different head coach? And
They got a different team this year. They might turn it around and actually keep on winning. But
Josh Rosen looking
But
good.
I don't know. This is how they always look, though. They always look good, and then they just go downhill after like week 5.
Same thing with the Chiefs, man. They always start off strong, and they always just start faltering towards the end. But all right, guys. Alright, that's going to conclude the show today. I appreciate everybody listening. Keep subscribing. Spread the word to all your friends and family. I want 1,000 followers on Twitter, and I want 1,000 followers on YouTube. Let's see them subscribers. Get to clicking. Get to sharing. Let everybody know. Get the word out there. I got Dwyer and Brett on the show today. It's been a real one, guys. We out here. Stay tuned next time on The Doherty Show.